our fast-paced, technology-driven world, printers, especially inkjets, have become indispensable for both personal and professional use. But there's another side to this story that printer manufacturers would rather keep out of print. So why is it that some people view printer ink as a scam? The issue lies in the razor and blades business strategy. Printers are often sold at low prices, but the real cost comes with the ink cartridges. Did you know printer ink costs more than luxury items like Russian caviar by weight or a gallon of 1985 Krug vintage champagne? But cost isn't the only issue here. Printers are notorious for their excessive ink consumption patterns. It's typical for an inkjet printer to use as much as ink for maintenance as it does for actual printing. Some even initiate a cleaning cycle with every page printed or each time they're powered on or off, leading to higher ink consumption. That's not maintenance. That's intentional ink bleeding. However, the tricks don't stop there. When printing in black and white, printers often mix in color ink, a tactic known as cyan color mixing. This results in fewer printed pages than advertised and the need for early cartridge replacement. Manufacturers also sometimes lock their printers into using only branded cartridges. Firmware updates, usually meant to improve performance, can be used to prevent the use of third-party cartridges. These tactics limit your choices and keep you tied to expensive ink options. Sadly, the story doesn't stop at just the ink. Printers are built to fail after a certain period, forcing you to replace them. And the ink cartridges. So now, manufacturers are double dipping into your wallet, not to mention adding to landfills. Worst of all, when you thought it couldn't get any worse, chips on cartridges can halt the printer's operation if any color runs out, regardless of the remaining ink in other cartridges. False slow ink warnings are another trick to prompt premature cartridge replacements. Some printers even refuse to scan if the ink levels are low, essentially breaking your printer and holding it hostage, while forcing you to purchase more ink. Unsurprisingly, companies like HP and Epson faced legal consequences for such tricks on multiple occasions, showing how serious and completely intentional these practices are. So, here are a few tips to help you protect yourself from these scams. Look for printers with efficient ink usage. Consider laser printers for non-photo printing and keep your printers in a cool shaded location to prevent ink waste. Cleaning the print head manually and monitoring ink usage can also save you a lot in the long run. Considering subscription services? Well, be sure to consider the pros and cons. This might be a good option for high volume users, but for everyday printing, probably not so much. If you use third-party ink or plan to, turn off automatic printer firmware updates. Refilling cartridges or using third-party alternatives can be more economical and environmentally friendly. Also, managing power settings can help avoid unnecessary ink usage during automatic cleaning cycles. And with today's printers using very little energy when idle, there's really no need to cycle the power. Another significant aspect to consider is the cost difference between OEM cartridges and third-party alternatives, like those offered by CompAndSave. So when deciding between OEM and alternatives like CompAndSave's ink, be sure to weigh your priorities. Making this choice depends on your printing needs and budget. Remember, being informed about these options empowers you to make the best decision for your printing needs, while protecting yourself from overpaying for printer ink and getting the best value for your money. So are ink cartridges a scam? Given the high prices and deceptive practices, calling them anything else is a stretch. Printers are sold cheaply, but the real profits come from overpriced ink. Maintenance cycles, color mixing, and black and white printing, and firmware updates all play into this. The money's in the ink model. Don't let printer manufacturers take advantage of you. Take control of your printing cost, and don't hesitate to reach out to our support team if you need any help. We're here to help you have an easy, affordable printing experience.